You know, Red Door, I really like those guys. They work very hard and they're good people to work with, but on the other hand, they kind of have a little bit of lack of confidence how many people they can actually bring to DC, because you know they do Baltimore and you know they have a Baltimore crowd, they do Baltimore clubs, but how many of those people are gonna drive 40 minutes to actually get to Washington DC? And you know, we did a party with them before and it was a really good party. It was like shitloads of people, but how do you know, how many people come from Baltimore, how many people are Red Door, how many people are Red Skies? So I don't know, we'll see, I guess, but still, they're good guys, but not feeling too comfortable with them.
I like to work with Red Skies, and it's actually a lot of fun, but what I'm afraid of is that they're gonna take all the credit for this event, and I was actually one who found DJ Sander and talked to him and set it up, and so I don't know, I'm just don't want to like have them saying, oh, this is our event, Red Door was sub-promoters and they didn't do a lot, so that's my main concern, so we'll see how it's gonna turn out. I don't know.
Well, I think competition is one of the most exciting things about promoting. It's fun to play and it's fun to sometimes kick people's ass. But honestly, every time you do a party, especially when you do a big event, you're standing there, it's 10 o'clock, the club just opened, the floor is empty and you're wondering, is this gonna be a big party or not? And that point where, you're a bit nervous, but on the other hand, your nervousness is overpowered by your confidence that, a lot of people are gonna come and it's gonna get crazy in about an hour. And speaking of competition, I think I've been playing this game, a game of chess, really, for more than a year and a half. And somehow we always manage to outmaneuver and beat the people we need to beat. So I feel confident that we can do it once again.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna actually be very worried about that, about any competition, because like once again it's Kiss FM coming from Ukraine to DC with the best DJs and lots of stuff of course going on in DC, but I think this one's gonna be the major one because it's not like every day Kiss FM coming to DC. It's actually the first time ever that they come into DC, so I'm not afraid any competition.
Agent Max is a really cool dude. Like, he's a good friend of mine and he's really good to work with. But man, there's one thing about him, he's just like too fucking cool. Like, it's good to be cool, but he acts like he's too cool for school, Like, he's always like this, walking around. And it's good, but like sometimes it turns people off. Like, I know a few of my female friends were hitting on him, and he just pretty much gave them the cold shoulder. He was like, hey, don't touch me, like, don't come close to me. And, I mean, again, like, as a promoter, you need to be very friendly to everyone. You need to be cool, but there's a limit. And I think sometimes Max is like way over that limit.
Dmitry, my main complaint about Dmitry, I guess, it's that he wants like to have everything done in certain way, in his own way. So I don't know, like it's like you have to do like this and like that and blah 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 blah. So I don't know. I'm personally not very cool with that. I mean, he needs to chill sometimes, and I guess maybe listen what other people say, but that's my main complaint about him. I like the guy, sometimes I guess it's happening.
No, Marta is really nice, and it's actually very good to have a very pretty girl on your team. But at the same time, I mean, calling her is like calling Afghanistan. Whenever you need something, she's never there. But whenever she needs something, oh, she calls you right away. So I think the situation needs to be a bit more balanced. I mean, we're working as a team, so we need to be out there for each other, not just be like out in the middle of nowhere.
I think he's a lot of fun, but he's like 24/7 going and partying everywhere. I mean, I was in DC Saturday night. He went like to 3 different parties. Like he's like looks like he's partying like every single day, from Monday to Sunday. And I don't know, will he actually gonna have time for promoting? And that's the main thing we need to concentrate. Yes, he knows a lot of people, but like, come on, like, spend some time doing actually promoting. I don't know. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm worried about this. So I like the guy. He's a lot of fun. He knows a lot of people. He's very friendly, but we need to concentrate on promoting this event and pushing as hard as possible. So that's my main concern.
You know, actually, one of the interesting things about Muse is that, you know, we're really having, you know, a whole place to ourselves. Because what's good about that is oftentimes you hear about, like, you know, Russian parties where it's like, oh, Russian party, but it's like 20 Russian people and like 200 non-Russian people. What we're doing with our Ukrainian night is we're actually gonna have the whole place for ourselves, so that, you know, you're gonna feel the atmosphere, that it's really, you know, Ukrainian party, it's really Kiss FM, it's really Red Skies, it's really Red Doors, which is gonna be good because it's just gonna be our party, it's not gonna be like, you know, someone else's party that we just put our name on.
It's actually kind of funny, but I don't know, to be honest with you, I never been to that place. I mean, I've been to any other place, but not in the Muse. But my friends go there a lot, and it holds a lot of very, you know, successful DJs, and Red Sky's been there, I've seen the place, so I think the place is nice. I've seen the pictures myself, so in my opinion the club is just perfect.